What's going on, everybody? Blake here at Trade Tracer. As always, none of this is financial advice. Always trade and invest at your own risk. Let's go ahead and kick it off here with the S&P 500. As you guys know, we are currently in an uptrend, and this past week, we pretty much went nowhere after the previous week just ripping straight up and had a phenomenal week the previous week. At this week, we just kind of consolidated above the cloud. This is still a bull flag, so I'm still bullish, but we don't have a ton of momentum. So we really need to see price strength confirmation above Thursday's high. And if we get that, likely this MACD will be curling higher. We'll have that momentum in our corner, and I'll probably be getting aggressive again. We did have rules to trade long on the 21st. If you had an early entry like we did pointed out in the Telegram channel in Dow Jones, we've been long the Dow Jones roughly since about this 341 area. So this has been a very nice trade for us. We took it on a 5-minute day trade. So the Dow Jones still trying to break above this previous resistance. Once again, just another bull flag. The QQQ, similar story. So one of the things that we need to keep a close eye on with the Qs is that we did actually put in new highs without MACD at new highs. So this was the high back here for the MACD. This was the previous price high, but we didn't have that MACD confirming that price. So this is still okay if we break trend. Then this could be concerning. And when we break trend, that would be closing inside the cloud. I really wouldn't be getting too concerned until we start closing below the 359 and potentially the 360 levels here on the QQQ. If that does happen, we'll probably get a little bit more defensive in the trading account. Long term, I'm still extremely bullish tech and also the market in general. So we need to keep a close eye on tech. We did put in new highs without MACD. That doesn't mean anything unless we break trend. All right, so we need to keep a close eye on that. Small caps as well, still showing relative weakness, right? We're still just in this massive range. We really need to get back above this cloud before we get some real momentum. So right now, the focus is going to be in the S&P and also the tech sector. We're going to keep a close eye on the Dow Jones. But what are we going to be looking for this week? Well, before we get into that, I do want to touch on crypto. So Bitcoin did confirm price strength confirmation on, let's see, what day was this? This was July 25th. So price strength confirmation is a close above a previous pivot high. And so this was a very high odds trade to go ahead and add long. And you can see it's respecting our levels very well. So it came up to this 41,900 area, and now it's pausing. It's not bearish. I don't mind this pausing so long as we hold above the cloud. But this is just to point out that these levels do mean something, and they do have significance. We actually did have Ethereum on the trading playbook for last week. I believe we had it on for the 27th, I believe. Start of the week last week on Monday did engage, and this trade has worked very well. Basically, has went straight up. We had a trigger around the 2200 level, and once again, you can see that we are pausing roughly at this 27,000 or 2700 level. Once again, these levels do mean something. They are here as a guide and as a roadmap. But I'm getting more and more bullish this entire crypto sector. So we will keep a close eye on some of those stocks like Mara, Riot, some of those stocks that have exposure to the crypto space. Now, what am I really excited to watch for this week? I am watching SMH and also SOXX. So we're going to remove all of this so we can clean this chart up a little bit. But the semiconductors, they look really good, right? We closed at all-time high. So this was an all-time closing high for SMH. With a fresh MACD bullish crossover. So, your stocks like AMD, NVIDIA, AMAT, some of these stocks that have exposure, CLAC, to the semis, I think they could start to maybe take the baton and lead the next rally higher. So we're going to be keeping a very close eye on semis. We do need to be cautious though, because we've been in this range. We've tested, this area many times, right? We've had multiple times where it looked like we were going to break out, came back, looked like we were going to break out, came back. Is this the time when we finally actually confirm a breakout? Time will have to tell, but I will be keeping a very, very close eye on the semis this week because they do look ready to lead. So with that, I am going to be wrapping this up. I'll see you guys on the open. Remember, we are still in an uptrend. I wouldn't be getting too aggressive until we see price strength confirmation. Time to, keep an open mind and be cautious because the NASDAQ did put in new highs without MACD. So new highs without MACD, that's bearish divergence. Like I said, it doesn't really concern me unless we break trend. And I will be keeping a very, very close eye on semis this week. And as you know, I am already very bullish crypto, and we will also keep a close eye on some of those names that have exposure to the crypto space. All right, with that, I'll see you guys in the open. Take care.